Yeah, welcome to J Sports, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is J Sports, like I said. My name is Jason Alamio. I'm your host. We got background music, baby. Now, I know that you've heard this song before on our channel, but now I don't have to leave my script or leave any images that I'm showing or anything to replay it because it is on a loop. StreamYard added a section to the branding section where now we can add background music. So I'm super excited, and I'm super excited to try out other songs that it has. Now, I should have put the volume up a little higher, but hey, you know what? That's okay. I did want to go into this. The Dodgers signed a right-handed pitcher from the Boston RedSocks. They signed Hansel Robles from the Dominican Republic, so he's probably a brother of Hansel Robles. Anyway, and poor Big Puppy, Daniel Ortiz. I forget what his name is. But look, this is big. It's not very big. It's mainly a minor league signing. So he'll be in AAA in OKC, Oklahoma City. He was in Anaheim at one time, so you guys might remember that. He had some pretty good years there. He had a 1.87 ERA plus in 2019, and then in 2018 he had a 1.42 ERA, and then last season with the Boston Red Sox he had a 1.33 ERA plus. He's had 4 seasons with a sub-4 ERA. The Red Sox fans, they wanted him out of there. They're happy. They're done with him, just like we are done with Craig Kimbrough's dumb self. I just do not like him. Now this season, he has a 5.84 ERA in 224 and 2/3 innings. I want to make sure I was reading that. So 224 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's averaged a 96.2 miles per hour velocity on his fastball. He throws his changeup and he throws the slider. Now the changeup to me and to a lot of people is better than his slider. Now Mark Pryor, Connor McGivens, and the pitching staff at Dodger Stadium in LA, they need to help him and work with him on that slider because the opponents have hit on his slider pretty well. They are hitting .594 with 2 doubles and 3 home runs. Now, the Dodgers can get the most out of the slider. You know, look at Tyler Anderson, Andrew Heaney, Evan Phillips, and even Yancy Almonte, how they can take those guys and they can work on their mechanics. They can develop a brand new pattern of pitches. They can develop a brand new mix and have them pitch that and try it out and work on it as they keep going. I love how it loops. I love it. But so you look at those guys and you think, wow, they really turned their careers around. Tyler Anderson, he just had a good game. Yancy Almonte, I've had a few issues with him. Andrew Heaney, he came back and then he had to get out. I just didn't think he was ready, and apparently he wasn't. I was right. Evan Phillips, he's done pretty good. I've liked him so far. Now, regarding Robles, he can also miss bat. So if you work on things with him, you work on his slider, you fix your changeup a little bit, you fix the mechanics, that's an important thing in the postseason. For example, when you're in a jam with runners in scoring position or things like that, or maybe you need some guys to give you some good scoreless innings. This could be the guy. Now, he needs to get his walk rate down. His walk rate right now is at 10.2% rate. Now, they can help him with that. It might be, I don't know, a mechanical issue, a mechanics. It might be a release issue. Look, it does have to be fixed. We all went after Kenley Jansen with his, 6-point-something% walk rate. So you have to get that down. He's not going to be able to pitch in the big blue with the boys in blue in the major leagues with that high of a walk rate. You're going to get me screaming on here. Now, he does have a career-high 18.9 strikeout rate, but he also has a 12-point career low, I would say. A high, whatever. and a 12.9 walk rate. That's a career high right there. So it's not a good record with Boston. He's been a disaster, especially this season. But again, this is what the Dodgers are good at, especially under Friedman. He doesn't like to get rid of huge, incredible prospects unless he really absolutely has to. I think of that deal where we got rid of Keeper Ruiz and I always forget the other one, but we got rid of those guys and to get Trey Turner and Max Scherzer. Now Andrew Friedman doesn't like to spend big bucks on the bullpen. So with that, look, I mean, if he can work on things with them, he might get an opportunity with the bullpen suffering injuries, right? We're missing Blake Trinan. We lost Daniel Hudson to torn ACL. Mr. Gratterall went down. Danny Duffy's down. Pedro Baez, I don't want to see him back in blue. Andrew Heaney's down, but he's a starter. And so we've got so much more on that end. So if certain people have to miss out a lot, and skip a lot of time in the season, the question is, can they work with Robles to get him in the bullpen to help the team, right? Because you're not going to do it in a couple months. It's just not possible. But come, September, October, when we're really, really deep, if they even get there, will the Dodgers be able to bring him up and have him help us, have him help the team? Now, there are still questions arising here, like what's going to happen with Dustin frickin' May, my man May. He had the TJ surgery. He's been throwing. He's been doing really well. They say he's going to be a starting pitcher. I think that he should be a reliever just to try and work his way up, not give him too many innings, because a starting pitcher these days can go as low as about 3 innings to about a high of 6 innings. Maybe he needs to be a reliever, but there you go. That's just me talking. Now, what about Blake Trinan or even Ainley? Will they be back soon enough? Or where will Danny Duffy be in the near future? So those are just some questions that I think the Dodgers have to answer, right? They have to answer for themselves, and they have to answer for all Dodger fans. I think it's going to matter soon enough when we don't have enough people in the bullpen that are doing enough. Could he replace, for example, Craig Trumbull, Craig Stupid? And the other thing too is this a high risk, a low risk? Is this something? Is this everything? Is this nothing? I think this is a low risk for the Dodgers. It's probably a low expense for the Dodgers. If he doesn't work out, then the Dodgers can just give him up in a trade somewhere. But it's also, I think it could be something. I don't think it could be everything. Some people say it could be everything because of the state of the Dodger bullpen right now. That's probably true, but I think it could be something. I think it's mainly low risk, high reward. The Dodgers, like I said, Andrew Friedman, he's been known to just go for guys that, look, he's not going to spend too big on relievers. He's not going after relievers all the time. He had to do it last year with Kershaw being out and all that kind of stuff happening. We've got great relievers right now, so that's kind of expected. However, I mean, I've been saying on this channel, I've been saying to my dad, I've been saying to everybody, the Dodgers need to go for a high-stakes, high-impact reliever. Look at Luis Castillo last night, showing New York how it's done, showing the New York Yankees, yeah, I got your asses. My defense is doing poorly right now. But guess what? I'm still shoving. I'm still shutting you down. So, Dodgers, look at me. If you need a high-impact starter and you want to beat the Yankees, possibly in the World Series, and you need a guy who can shove in Game 1, maybe shove in a Game 5 situation, I'm your guy. I'm the guy that's going to get you there. So, I think that's a heavy possibility. I would hope that he goes for him. Maybe even Frankie Montas, but we'll have to see. Make sure you check out our PayPal link. Our PayPal link is still up there. We could use all the help we can get from any of you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.